Hello glorious lovers, you are welcome to another online tutorial. In today's tutorial you're going to learn how to make this beautiful body pleated ruffles V-band turban cap. If you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Click the notification button to get notified anytime new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching. Let's go to the tutorial room. Welcome to the tutorial room. This is for this beautiful cap we want to make. The material needed are as follows: our scissors, colored pins, this safety pin, very important, matching thread and hand needle, measuring tape, then our fabric, which is the raw silk fabric. This is the raw silk fabric. Now these are the measurements for the body of our turban cap. For the body of our cap, I have, for the head circumference is 40 for the head circumference by 45. Now for the V-band, multi-pleated V-band that is on our turban cap, for the multi-pleated V-band, I have 15 inches by 12 inches. 15 inches for the head circumference, which is the stretchy part, and 12 inches for the length in two places. Now for the body, to cover the back of our turban cap, I have 23 inches by 11 inches. These are the materials needed. Now the last material that will be needed, our rope is 24 inches by 1 inch. You can see this is 1 inch in 8 places. 24 inches by 1 inch in 8 places. Now the first thing we are going to start working on is our band. I've already made a video on how to make multi-pleated V-band, so I'll put the link below for us to see. So folding, I'll just make four pleats out of these 12 inches, just 4 pleats. So I will go off the camera now and make my band, then I will come back to show us. So I'm done sewing the V-band. So I'll put this aside now. I will not yet join it to the body of the 23 inches by 11 inches. I'll put it aside. So now I'm going to work on this. You need to watch this side, this part very well, because this is where the beauty of our cap is. So now for the head circumference that I said is 40, head circumference, unfold like this, because I folded it into two. 40 inches by 45 inches. Now you will fold it into two. The 40 inches, fold it into two. So it will now give us 20 inches. Now the next thing we are going to do is to take our chalk. Then we will start to mark out what we want to do. Just watch me. You will mark out the first measurement to make is 2 inches. Mark out 2 inches. Now from these 2 inches henceforth, I'll mark out 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches. This is it. From the 2 inches, let's say I've marked out the 2 inches. I brought my tape rule to this place to this place. So from this place now, I will start marking out 5 inches. I have 3 inches remaining. Remember the length is 45 inches. I have 3 inches remaining here because I left 2 inches up. I left 2 inches up. So now I have 5 inches in how many places? In 8 places. So as I mark out here, I will mark it out here too. I will mark out this place too. 2 inches, then 5 inches, 5 inches. That's how I'll mark it out from this place, this side too. All the 5 inches, 2 inches, 5 inches. This I will take my scissors and notch. So as you can see, this is 2 inches, the first 5 inches. So I notch all the 5 inches that I measured. I notch it out. So you will now spread it. You will now open it up. Open it up. Spread it on your table. Take ruler. It's better you roll because of the sewing. It's better you roll so that you can know where to sew. So you rule from this place you have notched to this place. You rule from, you take your ruler to the next line, rule. So you take it to the next place. You rule from one edge to the other. Now I will do that. I will rule and come back and show us. When I rule, you understand it better. So now look at it. This is what I'm trying to explain. See, I ruled everything from up down. The reason for this ruling is for you to know where you will sew. It's better like that. So now let me tell you what you will do next. So after ruling like this, see the first place, this is the first notch, this is the second notch. You fold it together like this into 2. You fold this together like this. Then you take your pin to hold it down. You come to this other edge. You fold it into 2 like this. Fold it into 2 like this. Take your pin to hold it in place. Now, the next thing you will do is you will take it to your sewing machine and sew on this line. On this line. That is the essence of rolling this line, so that you will know where you will sew. So you can sew straight. That's the essence. So you make sure you can pin in 2 or 3 places in order for you to accurately get it. Make sure you check this line here and this line here. Let them be equal before you pin it down. Remember, there is 2 inches here. So I'll take it to the sewing machine now and sew from this end down to this end. So let me sew this first one and come back to show us how it looks like. So see, I'm done sewing it, making sure that the line here and the line here is the same. So I sew it down from one end to the other. So now the next 5 inches, this is the next 5 inches. So you fold it like this. Don't remember we left 2 inches here. Don't let your machine run onto these 2 inches. So let me just use pin to hold it up. Yeah. So now the next thing you're going to do now is to take our next 5 inches, which is this. Fold it into 2 like this. With this, with the next notch here and this, fold it into 2. See, with this one and this. So these are our next 5 inches. Use your pin to hold it down. That's how you do it. So the line that we have ruled will guide you. So see, the next 5 inches, you hold it like this. Till you get to this point here, you hold these two together like this. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and still sew on this line. I'll still sew it down on this line that we have ruled. Make sure as you are sewing, it doesn't touch any of this. The first one you have sewn, make sure it doesn't come there at all. So you still sew, guide yourself to sew from this end to the other. So now that is what I will do till I get to the end of my raw silk fabric. This is what I've been pleating. I'm about to, as I pleat, I use pin to hold it down so that I will not mistakenly put sewing machine on it. So you can see the back the way it is. When I started, the one I'm holding, I made it very tiny. Now as I move on, I increase the space between what I'm holding. I increase the space. Let me remove this pen. Yes. You can see the space between it. I decided to put space. I increase the space. If you see this one, so you can see the space very tiny. I hold it so that the front will be full. It will make the front very full. When you don't leave space, I take it where I notch straight. I made the space very small, but towards the end I increase the spacing in between it. So that means what I'm taking now is not up to 5, it's like 3. I'm leaving like 1 inch here and 1 inch, so I'm leaving like 2 inches in between. So that is how I will make. Now I'm on the last one, so that is how I will make the last one too. So now this is the last one I want to take. So fold this like this, where you have notch. This line and this line, make sure they are together. So the way I'm going to sew this place, I'm going to sew it. I'm just going to take a little because I need this space for my cap to be a little bit wide. I need this space, so I'm just going to take a little, and it's because it's at the back. So I'm not going to take up to this 5 inches. I'm not going to sew I'm not going to sew from the tip here. I'm going to sew from somewhere here. Let me use chalk so that you understand. I'm going to sew from somewhere here down. I'll just so that there will be space here, more than this space. So that is what I'm going to do to give my turban cap a little bit space. Although I still have 3 inches left here to make my turban cap long. So I'm going to take it from here straight down. So this is the last one I want to sew. So let me sew this last one and come back to show us how it looks like. So this is it. I'm done sewing. So this is how it should look like. This is the front. This is the front. This is the remaining 3 inches, and this is the first 2 inches we left. So this is how it should look like. So now the next thing to do is to fix our V band. That's the next thing. We want to fix our band now. That's the next thing we want to do. So the first thing you do here now is to get your midpoint. Don't mind how long it is. So now get your midpoint and notch it out. This is my midpoint now. Now your midpoint for your V band too. This is the midpoint. So the way you normally place your V band on your turban cap is just exactly the way you are going to place it. So when you are done pinning it down, I've pinned my band to that 2 inches side, the 2 inches we left. So you pin your band on it the way you normally pin your band. So now I will take my 23 inches by 11 inches. Then I will get my midpoint. When you get the midpoint, you will now place it on it. See, my V band is still facing me like this. So you place the midpoint of like this. The midpoint and the midpoint of this and the midpoint of our ruffles, our pleated ruffles. So we pin them together, the 3 of them together. So the next thing I will do now is to take it to my sewing machine. The way I've pinned it down is the way I will sew it from this end to this end. Just the V band. You know that the band and the body of the turban is smaller than the main ruffles. So I'm done fixing band. I'm done fixing the band on the 2 inches. So the next thing to do now is to make our ruffles on this. So we'll take this our 24 inches by 1 inch by 24 inches in 8 places. 8 places, because when you count the pleats we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is why I have this in 8 places. And I will take my safety pin. So I will take one of this. Take note, I cut these 2 on the stretchy parts. I cut it 2 on the stretchy parts. So I will take the first pleat. Where's the first? This is the first pleat. I'll take the first pleat here and start fixing this into it, the first pleat. So just watch what I'll do. be watching it. Don't let it go inside. Just be watching it as well. Putting it, be watching it. So once it's remaining small like this, just the tip here, look at it. So just the tip here, then take your pin and pin it down. Take your pin and pin it down like that. Then you continue. Look for where this one is, then you continue. So you have secured it. There's no way you can come in. The reason why I call this 24 is because that is the measurement of exactly what I want. So when you get to the end like this, remove it and pin this one too down. Take another one. So you take the next one. So this is what I'm going to do to the whole of the 8 lines. So I'm done fixing the loop into the body of our ruffles. So this is, you can see how our body pleated ruffles is already forming. So the next thing to do, you know, when I was doing it, I used pin to hold it. So I'll take it to my machine and secure it. I'll take it to the machine and use my machine to secure everything down. I will secure it, everything, I will secure it. So when I secure it with the this one has gone inside. So when I secure it with the machine, I will come back and show us how it looks like. So I'm done stitching the loop inside down. So it's already secured, and I've removed all the pins inside. So now the next thing to do now is this our 3 inches that is at the back. So I'll just fold it in like this. I'll fold it in. You know it's already in ruffles, so you try as much as possible to make sure that whatever you are going to fold in stays in this 23 inches that we're using to cover up this our back. So you fold it in like this. Fold it in. Fold it in. So you fold it in to make sure you fold it in like this. So I'll fold it in like this and take it to my sewing machine and sew it down. So when I'm done sewing, I'll come and show you. So I'm done sewing it down. I'm done sewing that back. So this is what we're going to use to cover our back. Now the next thing is to undo this our ruffles. So you gather it together. As it is now, it is thick, so our machine cannot climb on it. But if your machine can climb on it, all well and good. So don't let it be on top of one another. Let it just be flat so that your machine can try to climb it. So I'll take it to my machine and sew it down. So I'm done stitching the two ends. So the next thing to do is to close it. Remember, we are still working on our ruffles. We have not even started with the band. This is still the band. So the next thing to do is to close it together like this. Take your needle and thread. And do your running stitch immediately because it's now very thick. Very, very thick. So you do your running stitch, then you trim off the excess. You do your running stitch from this place. I'm done making the running stitch. You can see it. I've just finished working on our ruffles. I've not closed the cap. So I'm done with the ruffles, with the body plated ruffles. So now the next thing to do, I'll still turn it to the back and close. I'll close our cap. Put this inside. Close it along with the band. So that's the next thing to do now, is to close our cap along with the cap. To close everything like this. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and I'll use pin to hold this place down. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and stitch from this end down to this end, down like this end, and down to this place. And I'll try to close it in order to hide the frayed head. I'll close it like that. I'll knit it. Then when I'm done with that, I'll come back to show us how it looks like. I'm done sewing from the band to the down parts. And the next thing I want to do now is to do my running stitch from the band down to this place, the normal running stitch we do on our turban cap. So I'll do my running stitch. When I'm done, I'll fit it on the mannequin and come back to show us the final look. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. Thank you. God bless you. May the Lord bless the labor of your hand in Jesus' name. So I'm done tacking everything down. This is the final look of our beautiful ruffles body pleated cap. Stay tuned to this channel. Please do well to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Make sure you share your comment in the comment section. Any part you don't understand, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. This is a request from one of my subscribers. She sent this to me that I should make it. Thank you for your comment. God bless you. Bye.